between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California. And here's Lewis. And he will make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Rodgers now on first down. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That's complete to Kyle. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Rodgers again now. Dancing to his left. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Chargers nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a first and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, he'll drop this one off to Eckler. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Here's Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now it's Herbert. Steps away to his left. Open space. Herbert has it knocked free. And the Packers pick it up. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Nothing on EA Sports.
7, Chargers, nothing.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. Now Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. Touchdown, Packers. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. Extra point try now for Crosby. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18 on the move to his left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right.
That's good for the Chargers.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Buying time to his left. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Second down at 4.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be third down. Back to throw. Rolling to his left. He finds his target, Allen.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Steps away. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert, being chased out left.
He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
Jared Cook, as the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
Dancing to his left. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And here's Lewis.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
Rodgers now on first down. Man open, here's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones
In the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Forced out to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And some room to maneuver. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Buying time to his left. And Cook has it left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to throw here, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
Leads to second and goal. At the Packers' 2-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And here's Lewis. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
And the Packer first down.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He's got it. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They fake the give. Now Rodgers out to his left. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Now room for Eckler, and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
11 more yards. That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll set up a throw. On the move to his left. Room to run again. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line.
That's another Chargers first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
For the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah.
And he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rolling to his left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Working with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw here. They'll roll him out right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Steps away. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Throwing, Herbert rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Herbert going to throw. Dancing to his left. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And that was the old QB one-man band play there in the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations, they thought he couldn't run it? No.
Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here's Lewis. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and
this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 74 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Crosby with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Herbert steps away to his left. He's got Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Herbert to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert. They'll get this out wide to Eckler. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Herbert. Forced out to his left. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they... Take the knee. Second and 11 now. To throw is Rodgers.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.